Friday evening. We were hoping to get started on the hog house and maybe get it about halfway done. But if you can see that storm behind me, it might stop us. Should we go inside?
Got an oven. Moving real fast though.
She says it bit her.
The fence bite you? Okay, don't touch the white fence. It'll bite your finger. Okay.
That was funny.
Put them over in that pile,
She got with both hands like she was looking through something with the zoo. At the zoo, and she went.
The rocks go over there.
That's not funny. That's not funny, Daddy. She put two hands on it. Kason, tell me what you're waiting on.
That's our littlest one.
Poor Jack.
It's a I can handle.
Come on, go. Good job.
Don't touch the fence.
I got some.
Don't touch the fence, Kara. Kara.
Mommy, I got some.
Don't touch the fence. Let her get your fingers.
Here, Sally.
Well, we finally got our hogs. This is little Miss Sally, and she is pregnant right now. She'll probably be due in July, and she is just walking around loving her some grass, getting some big mouthfuls of grass, and her big daddy Buddy is over there laying down. He got shocked pretty good by the fence when he came here, so he might be taking a break. And so did I, and so did a couple of the kids get shocked by the fence. So, but we are just loving them and enjoying them. And we know you guys will too, so we're going to try to get you a bunch of good footage of them going around the pasture and eating some of this beautiful grass. So Steve and Peggy Braun, our breeders, just dropped off the hogs. And they told us something very interesting. Don't worry about the snakes, because if the hogs see any snakes in their area, they'll kill them and eat them. That might have been the best news we got all day. So we love the pigs even more now than we did before, especially Kristen.
Here's Sally.
Yay, something's finally eating all this food we have.
Sally, you like this grass? I think she likes this stuff with the yellow flowers.
Hey, here, Sally. Up here. Can you see this? See the grass?
There you go, big boy. He said, I need a belly scratch. I need a belly scratch. I need a belly scratch. He didn't find dirt, buddy. He made it.
Oh man, he likes that.
I need a belly scratch.
That's what they like.
Yeah, does that feel good?
So one more strip, and then this wall will be done. This is what Matt calls the bunk hall. It stops at the loft, and then the bathroom will be right here. I'll show you on the blueprint. So this is the wall we're doing right now until here, and then he'll frame out the bathroom. And we've already done this wall. Pickles! Somebody's got mommy's phone. And you dancing? So the pigs have some lice on them in their ears and some ticks and things. So Matt's going to rub some diatomaceous earth on them. We Googled online what to do about the lice. A lot of people said pour used motor oil down their backs. We're not going to do that, so we're going to try this. People said that they had success using this. If you're not familiar with what diatomaceous earth is, honey, why don't you say what it is?
I'm not sure. I don't remember how they get it or where they get it from, but it's microscopic organisms that have hard exoskeletons that are dead, diatoms, and those exoskeletons are razor sharp. They're razor sharp, but they're microscopic. So they don't really bother us other than a little dry skin, but to insects it's lethal because the razor sharp diatoms, it scratches the insects up and they can't hold moisture anymore, so they dry out and die. It cuts them up like little razor blades, like glass.
And he's really liking that. He's acting like he's at one of those massage places or something. Maybe we need some mood music for him. Yeah, I don't think you can make pigs do anything.
He'd roll this way if there was room. He would roll for me. Come on, big boy. Come on. Good job.
Oh.
Good job, buddy.
You're figuring it out.
Good job, big boy. Well, good morning, everybody. Coming out to check on the pigs and the fence and see how everybody's doing. Thought I'd bring you along. Are y'all being good pigs? You find anything yummy out there in the grass this morning? That's Big Buddy. He's going to town on some flowers. And all sorts of other little grasses and little plants that grow in the pasture. Let's go check the fence. I like to check the fence near the end where the gate is because the current runs all the way through to the end. It's not a continuous loop. It starts in one place and ends in one place. So if you check it at the end and if you have good voltage, then you should be pretty good throughout your entire fence. Let's check our battery real quick, make sure everything looks good here. That's what we want, green flashing light. Good. Everything looks good. You know, I was real nervous when they first got here because they didn't want to go in their house. They just wanted to go lay under that tiny little tree over there. And I'm pretty sure they spent the first night outside underneath that little tree. But what I did was I give them a little bit of feed, organic feed, in the evening. Very small amount. It might equal a cup and a half. With American Guinea Hogs, you have to be real careful about feeding them extra feed other than their grass because they can get overweight. So it's just a little treat that they get every night just to socialize with them and just to get them to recognize me They know the sound of the bucket. They know the sound of the feed in the bucket. They come running. And it could come in handy if they were to ever get out of the fencing. You could get them to come to you. But they finally went inside there when I threw some feed in there and ate some, and I think they got a little more comfortable. And so ever since then, now they know that's their little house, and they go sleep in there. And we were worried about it being too small. But now that we've seen them inside there, there's plenty of room. It's just a very simple wedge shelter. And it's perfect because I have it faced so the lower end of the roof is towards their dominating wind, which our wind comes from the south. It blows northeast. So there's no wind blowing in. You know, the metal roof is great for the rain. There's no draft on the sides. There's just one opening, and I think so far they're really loving it. They've been bedding down every night since, so I'm really happy. This is a galvanized hog water, and it holds 90 gallons. And there's like a float valve inside that compartment. And here comes Sally right now. Hey, Sally. Inside this plastic compartment inside the tub is a float valve that allows water to go into a very small drinking area where there's a hole in the other side of the tank just big enough for one pig to get their head in. See, right there is the hole in the tank, just big enough for them to get their head in, with a little tiny little pool of water on the inside. And so they can get in there and drink, and then that float valve regulates how much water can come into that hole. And then pigs tend to get their water a little bit dirty. So you have to come rinse out that hole. But what it does is, the awesome thing about it, what it does is it keeps the rest of their water clean. So as you rinse out that hole where they get their drink from, fresh, clean water can come rushing in. So it just keeps things a lot cleaner. It's really nice. Everything we're trying to do on the farm as we incorporate is kind of along the lines of, you know, what Joel Salton preaches, is keeping the farm infrastructure lightweight, portable. And that goes hand in hand with rotational grazing. When you want your animals to eat beautiful, delicious, healthy pasture, and you get healthy, nutritious meat, in order to rotate them on pasture, you need lightweight, easy to move, and flexible infrastructure to keep those animals moving on pasture. Because if it's not lightweight, and if it's not easy to move, you're not going to do it. It's funny, we had some old organic onions that we threw in here, and we also had a head of organic lettuce, and they'll come and munch on it every once in a while. They won't sit there and eat the entire onion, but they'll come by, take a bite out of it, keep going. I almost think they like it better as it gets older, but I don't know, I could be wrong. But they just love foraging through this grass. And see, they have their favorites. They have their ice cream grass. You know, there's clover in there, and there's some other wild carrot looking thing. I don't know what it is. And then there's this 3-leaf weed that grows up. They really enjoy that. So what they're going to do is they're going to eat their ice cream first in here. They're going to eat all their favorite grasses. And then what'll happen is as they minimize that and eat all that down, they'll have other grasses that they will eat and other plants that they'll eat, but they're not necessarily their favorite. So when they run out of ice cream and then they run out of potatoes, then they're going to eat their liver and onions grass. And all these grasses have different nutrients and different benefits, and different things that the pigs need. Campton.
You guys ready?
Campton, do a choo-choo sound.
One time. Let's go.
Calvin.
We're ready to begin.
Calvin, do ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding. You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Choo-choo.
Watch your foot, Calvin. Watch your hand, Nugget. Is that a fun train, Carol? Is that fun, Calvin? Woo! Good job! What's Mr. Delroy doing in our van? He's gonna ride with us?